Ahoy, mateys! Welcome to Playground Sessions. I'm Phil, and today I'll be teaching you how to play that arrangement. This is our rookie level arrangement of the SpongeBob SquarePants theme. And I'll break this down for you starting with the right hand first. First, our key signature tells us that there is one sharp. That means we're in the key of G major. And that tells us that all Fs we see in the notation are going to automatically be sharp. That means we're going to play the black key just above and to the right. And that goes for any F that we might see. We're not going to see a sharp symbol next to each note because the key signature in the top left tells us that they're all sharp automatically. Our first note is this D right here, and I want you to put your fourth finger, 1, 2, 3, 4, on that note. And I want you to see where your hand lies. Where do the rest of your fingers want to lay? If your fourth finger's playing this D, then your fifth finger or your pinky should be on this E. Third finger on C, second finger on B, and you can have your thumb on A or G kind of laying here. In this case, for this song, we're going to put it on G. So here's our position for the first bit of this melody, right here. And I want you to get your hand up and try that with me. Now, that's important because the next notes that we play are going to go a lot faster. So we're going to hold this one in the beginning, and then watch this. Now that's really fast, especially if this is your first time trying that. So hold on, let's go back and let's go a lot slower. We're starting on this note, and then we're going to go up to our pinky on E, and then we're going to walk back down one by one through our position, but we're going to skip C. So we're going to skip our third finger. We're going to go down to B with our second finger, and remember our thumb is on G. And then we're going to go right back up through those same notes. And then back down again, but this time we're going to stop right here with our second finger on B. Now let's do all that again, right? From the beginning. Ready? D, and that's a long one. We're going to hold it, and then play D, D, E. Now walking all the way down through our notes. D, B, G. Now back up. B, D, E. And back down one more time, but stopping here on B. And if we speed that up, and feel free to try it along with me if you like, that goes like this. Now that might even be fast for you, and that's okay. You can always pause and rewind and play back with me at any point in this video. But that is our first phrase for the melody. From here, we're going to move on and play the D we just played right before this B, but we're going to do it with our thumb. If you notice, there's a 1 written above that note. That tells us that our first finger, or our thumb, is going to play it. And that means we have to move our hand position. So we're going to slide our right hand up so that thumb hits that D. And we're going to play 4 of those. So one more time, after you do this, you're going to jump up with your thumb to D and play 4 of them. That's the part in the song where everyone says, SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, here in the piano arrangement, we're going to play Ds up there with our thumb, and we're going to do half note rhythms. Now, once our thumb is on that D, our hand is now in our new second hand position. And that second hand position looks like this. 5 on A, 4 on G, 3 on F or F sharp, but we're not going to play our third finger in this position, so we'll just skip it. Our 2 finger is on E, and our thumb, it just was on D, but once we start the second phrase, we're going to stretch it down to C. And I'll show you what I mean in just a sec. We'll take it from our SpongeBob SquarePants half notes. Ready? Now from here, we'll play 4 on G, And we're going to do the same pattern we did in the first phrase. So up, now all the way down our notes, which is G, E, and then thumb down to C. Then back up through those same notes, and back down. And then this time again, stopping with the note that we play with our second finger. In this case, it's E. Okay, so again we go. And then this time, for the SpongeBob SquarePants shout, we're not going to move our hand position. We're going to play our fourth finger again on G. Now, the tricky part is we have to move down to our first hand position again with our fourth finger. So we've just played our fourth finger on G, and then we have to move down fourth finger on D. And once we're there, we start our first pattern again. See that? And then again, thumb up to D. Now we're in our second pattern. And again, now fourth finger on G. So I hope you noticed this thing becomes a lot easier when we get to the halfway point. And that's because the second half is pretty much identical to the first half. So once you get through that first half, you're going to be in the home stretch. Why don't we try it now? And I'm going to hit play on my Playground Sessions interactive app on my end. And that's going to cue up the music behind me. That's going to be my band. And it's going to have a scroll bar that moves through the music. That's going to be how you know when to play each note and when to move on to the next. See if you can follow along with me, and we'll do it first at a slow tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Now thumb up. Now 4 on G. Now 4 on G again. Now 4 down, back to the first phrase. And thumb up again. That's it. Now remember, if you need extra practice with me at that speed, all you need to do is pause and rewind and play back with me as many times as you'd like. But now let's see if we can go even faster. Let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. Wow, that was fast. All right, way to go. When you're ready, let's move on now and learn the left hand part for this arrangement. The left hand only has one hand position. It doesn't jump around for this section at least, so that makes things a lot easier. We're going to start with our fourth finger, and in the left hand, that's also our ring finger. Thumbs are 1, right, and pinkies are 5, no matter what. So in the left hand, when you see a 4 written by your note, that means play it with your ring finger. And here we're going to play this D right here with our fourth finger. And we see 2 of them, right? We see a D and another D in the next measure, but we also see a tie. A tie is that line that connects the first note to the second note. And remember, a tie means that you're going to hold that first note all the way through into the second note. You're not going to play that second note separately. So you'll play the first one and then you'll hold it into the second one. Now, in the third measure, we see our thumb playing G, and again, we tie that to another one. In fact, every note we play in this section is tied to another one, all right? So then after that, we see another G, tied. And then we see our fifth finger, our pinky, playing C, tied. And then we'll do another one. And just like the right hand, once we get to the half of this section, the second half is a repeat, right? So we'll go back to G, tie. We'll do it again. And then we'll do 2 C's that are tied. All right, I think it's time for us to try this with the band, and because we have these whole notes tied to whole notes, I think we have enough time to think about what's coming next in the notation, so I think we should try it at full speed. Let's do it. 1, 2, here we go. Now thumb. Again. Now C with your pinky. One more. Look ahead. Another thumb. Back to C. Great job. All right, now all we have to do is put the hands together. So let's give that a shot now. Now, before I hit play in my app and try this in time, I'd like for you to pause the video and try walking through each beat of every measure on your own. Here's what you should be thinking about. Is my right hand playing by itself? Is my left hand playing by itself? Or are they playing at the same time on that beat? I'll show you what I mean. So, the first measure, the notes play together. Then we see some ties into the next measure. The right hand ties. And then the right hand has a little note by itself, a little D. Okay, next measure, the thumb in the left hand is going to play G, and the right hand plays at the same time as well. But then the right hand moves on while the left hand holds, right? Left hand's tied here, so we're going to continue to hold. Next measure, the left hand's going to play again, so the right hand and left hand play together. But then, again, the right hand moves on while the left hand holds. So you see what I'm doing? I'm not worried about that scroll bar moving across the music just yet. All I'm doing is figuring out, are my hands playing separately or together? And I want you to try the same. When you're ready, meet me back here, and we're going to go ahead and do a slow tempo run through with that scroll bar. 1, 2, set, go. All right, way to go. We only have one thing left to do, and that's to try this at full tempo. But before we wrap up our video, I want to let you guys know that you can have this interactive app that grades you as you play, just like I have here on my screen, for free for 30 days. That's because we're doing a free trial of this app. So if you want to get the app and you want to learn the rest of this song, or you want to learn 500 plus other songs in all different difficulty levels and all genres, well then you have to check out the Playground Sessions app. Tap that card above that says free trial and you can get started today. No money up front, 30 days to try it. All right, when you're ready, let's wrap up the SpongeBob theme at full speed. I know we can do it.
1, 2, set, go.
Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm Phil, and I'll see you for the next video lesson. The features you saw on screen today can be at your fingertips with the Playground Sessions app. Co-created by music legend Quincy Jones, Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs. All right, guys, I'm Phil. Hit subscribe so I can see you for the next video.